Hello and welcome back everyone, my name is Sneaky Bird and we're here playing some more Loremaster leveling on our Goblin Rogue Tafrona. We are doing the quest here at the Nesingwary Junior Base Camp. Pardon me, got a slight cough there. We're specifically trying to get some large river crocolisk skins for Drizzlick, not Drisdorden, as I tended to jokingly call him when I first did the quests. He does have a very similar name though, but he is a goblin, not a dark elf after all. But yeah, and other than that, what we will try to do once we're finished with the river crocolisks is just in general kill the young panthers and the stranglethorn raptors and stranglethorn tigers, so that we can progress with the general mayhem and slaughter that the Nesingwary senior or junior quest lines always are. Let's pull that crocolisk here now with our shuriken. A really nice ability, by the way. I really like how it feels when you use it. It's got a nice snappy feeling to it.
It's too far away.
Let's do the same here. Does quite a bit of damage as well, at least on these lower levels. I like the amount of damage it's doing. Okay. Now let's see if we can't find our last crocolisk skin and see if it actually has that 50% drop chance now that it seems to be having. In the last episode you probably might remember that back in the day it had a much less common drop rate. There we go. Come on. No. Yeah. Just as I'm telling you about the good old days and the horrible drop rate, the game decides, okay, if you're going to talk about that, then we're going to throw you in that horrible drop rate there. So let's see how many crocs we have to kill before we get that river crocolisk skin here. We've got, that's not a croc, that's a sharp tooth frenzy, but we have a croc here that we might as well pull. And there's one up top there, so if this one dropped it, but if it hadn't, we could have just moved to this guy here. Let's just shadow step so we get on the move a bit quicker. We've already killed the young stranglethorn tiger, so let's keep out of their way and instead move here to kill the panthers. I still think the panthers are, no, these are the young panthers, so they are not in what was Kozan's camp with the very Heart of Darkness-y quest line that I also like. I like how Blizzard, well, it's common standard in games in general before Blizzard and now especially in MMOs, put one or two of these zones in there that are basically real life allegories to other works of art or whatever that's inspired. There we go, the developers, but I do like how Stranglethorn Vale basically had the whole Heart of Darkness / Hemingway theme going on. That was super nice. Well, with the trolls and everything as well. It wasn't like this was the main lore meat of the zone at all. It was probably the main quest meat of the zone for most people, because at least in vanilla when you quested here, you killed trolls quite arbitrarily in the south, but you didn't really get that much lore on what you were doing until you went to Zul'Gurub proper. I'm trying to see if we can find some of those panthers here as well. There should be more of them. I mean, we did, after all, hear the stealth sound for a few of them. Another nice mechanic that I do like is that they've kept the panthers in stealth, which obviously acts as a speeding roadblock in this quest for people and could be annoying, but I do like how it then forces you to pay attention to the sound, which I often don't do because I don't play with sound on, but I do like that the panthers are kind of stealthy and this takes a different approach to the whole killing stuff thing. So let's see if we can't find them. I killed that tiger early on there because at least, this might just be confirmation bias, but the way I felt it in TBC when I quested was that you had these areas in zones where Blizzard basically said, okay, there's like two types of mobs here. and you need to kill one or both for the quest, but the respawn rates were kind of inverse. So if you killed, say if we do this zone here, you've got the tigers and you need to kill the raptors and panthers. If you kill a tiger, a panther will respawn and vice versa. So this might just be my complete confirmation bias going on here, but from old habits, I still do this when I want to force stuff that I need to kill spawn. This area itself is quite small as well to be housing 10 young panthers, so we will see. At least if we remember the sound, I remember hearing 3 distinct stealth sounds. It might be that those were produced by the 2 panthers that we did kill, but I doubt that. I think there's 3 of them at least. But while we are trying to find them, let's go kill these tigers for general entertainment, XP, and my personal superstition. Alright. Yeah, they could, one thing that they could though do is they could populate this bit with a bit, or not this bit because it's quite small, we don't want it to be chock full with panthers, but at least have them roam around in a bigger area than what is shown here on the minimap. It might be that the minimap is showing you a completely truncated area that doesn't reflect the true spread of the panther population, but in case it does, it would be nice to have them spread out a tiny bit more. A river crocolisk over there. Oh, a panther. Nice. There we go. That yellow circle obviously also helping you to spot them. Quite handy. And also a newer addition to the game. See, this is what I mean. We just went into stealth, so we had the stealth sound for us and the stealth sound for that panther. So we knew one was nearby. Also, if you ever PvP, that is how you know a rogue is nearby. There we go. Which is probably why I was super bad at PvP first, because I never played with the sound on, so I didn't even know that that was how you could detect rogues. And I was always like, how did you know I was here? Like, how is this possible? It must be cheating. Yes. Never blame your own ignorance. Always tell people are cheating. That is basically computer games one-on-one in player versus player situations. No, not quite that bad, but almost that bad. Let's go and kill you. There's 2 river crocs there. Or is that a tiger? That looks to be a tiger. Anyway, we need 5 more panthers. We've got half of them. So let's see if we can't get the rest of them as well. Move into this valley and just patrol. We could also hop on our mount and hope that we just bump into a random old panther that we can then kill and fight. Well, fight and kill in that order to get the quest done. There we go. Nice.
Target something first.
It actually works, who would have thought? Now we are down to 4 more panthers. Let's see if we just move here on the edges. Maybe we can find 1 panther as well. Or rather, 1 panther can find us since they are in stealth. They're far more likely to find us on a noisy motorbike than we are to find them. Let's see here. But yeah, I do think the distribution is the same as it was back in the day, because I do remember basically just camping these little like outskirts of the road, hoping that I would find enough panthers and other people wouldn't tag them, like some form of hunter with his instant range weapon stuff would tag it before I got to it, because remember, back in those days you needed to get the first hit on a mob to get the kill credit for it. And that's a tiger. I don't want tigers, I want a panther. Become a panther and let me kill you. Reincarnate. Okay. Well, all the bodies are gone, and I did hear that stealth sound, yes. Which means I expect you to have respawned already. And we need 3 more of these. Is that a panther? No, that's a tiger. Where can we find more of you? And I'm going to just kill you a bit unnecessarily. Because we are not a druid, nor a shaman druid as the one guy in the Gromgol base camp. We are a goblin. We don't care about the balance of nature. There we go. Thought I heard a panther. Nice. 2 more. We're almost there. Then we can move on to the real Stranglethorn tigers, not the young ones, but the real ones, and the raptors. And I do think they are far more represented in terms of where how many of them there are in this zone. So we shouldn't have to be looking out for them quite the same way that we're doing now with the panthers. There we go. At least 1. I think I heard 2, but we heard 1, and we need 1 more. Oh, well, I think I heard 2. We saw 1, and I need 1 more. So let's see if I can't find 1 more panther. Come on to me. Where could you be hiding? Did we find one sort of here? Sort of? No? Come on. I know there's one of you here. So just come and show yourself. That's a tiger. We want a panther. Come on. Yeah, now we're outside the so-called quest area on the minimap, but well, maybe we could find a panther just outside of it. But now we're back inside, but all we can see are the corpses of our previous kills. Let's kill that poor sod.
I need a target.
Hopefully he can, in my superstitious mind, trigger the spawn of a panther. If not, then we will just have to wait for one of them to show up. But yeah, sorry about the dead time here a bit, but spawn rates, that is not something that I have really any control over. And all I can see are young Stranglethorn tigers there, and we've already done the quest regarding those. Sadly, there's no extra bonus quest. Kill another 10 of these or whatever. Probably should have killed them actually here while we're camping for the panthers. Would have been more efficient. But I'm pretty sure we did hear a second panther here. Could be completely wrong though, but I'm pretty sure we did. And it was just one that came out of the woodwork. I'm probably wrong. So let's just ride around in circles on our death wheel while we wait for one of these panthers to show up. There we go. I was just about to start a new conversation topic as well, just to entertain you, but apparently the panther said no. I'm going to make sure you don't have to do that, which is very nice. So we got the new quest there, and what we need to do is we need to kill panthers and raptors here and tigers here. So what I'm thinking about is turning in these quests and then going back towards Zulkanda to kill the panthers and the... oh dear, what did I do? Oh, I pressed evasion, sorry. To Zulkanda to kill the panthers and raptors at the same time. So yeah, let's go to Nesingwary's expedition, or base camp as I call it. I think it's base camp in Nagrand or Skolazar or something like that. Yo! So my equipment is all ready to go, Tafrona. I just need those skins. We don't want to keep Riddlevox waiting, that's for sure. It's not a good idea for anyone to keep the chief inventor of the Tinkers Union unsatisfied. The Tinkers Union? Are you working with gnomes? What kind of goblin are you, Drizzlick? Okay, these skins should do. Their quality isn't too important, given that they'll make up the inside layer of the boot, but it's still important that they're comfortable. They're a bit too rigid. I'll use some tiger blood to soften it up. Tricks of the trade, you know. Well, I've got the basic shape of the boots worked out, and they're coming along fine, but the skins you brought aren't going to be quite enough for the inner layers. What are we going to do, Drizzling? No doubt the question on your lips. And well, isn't it lucky you're talking to Drizzling, because he's going to tell you what you're going to do. These inner layers will never really be seen, so we'll just get some of the thicker, cheaper skins from the crocs around Lake Nesingwary to fill the boots out. Bring 5 Snapjar Crocolisk skins to Drizzling at the Nesingwary base camp. Expedition. I think it said expedition, and I'm reading it as base camp. Yeah. Alright, no. I do know where Lake Nesingwary is, so no need to look for that on the map. Let's turn in the Green Hills of Stranglethorn, the quick edition. Have you found it? I'd hate to return an almost finished book back to Hammett. You've certainly saved me a heap of trouble, Tafrona. I can't thank you enough. It shouldn't be long now until we see Master Nesingwary's book in libraries throughout the world. I'll leave a copy of the book right here if you ever want to take a peek at the finished product. Thanks again, Tafrona. This is nice, so we can actually read the book that we just helped put together, and that we put together several times before this quest was revamped, back when we needed to find more than just one page. Alright, back to Zolkunda it is, so let's go there. How is our timer looking anyway? We have about, well, more than enough time to get there and at least get a decent chunk of the quest done. Oh dear, we are getting dazed. The bane of anyone trying to travel via ground mount that is, through the world, getting dazed and hit by vicious trolls in this case that want a piece of our hide. Oh dear, what's happening here? We have what are you called? Pogeyan? You're a rare mob. So let's go and kill you. You're a big rare mob. A very big rare mob, but with glowing red eyes, but we will still manage to kill you. What was that fiery buff that you did? No idea. But you did give us green boots. Never seen a rare mob quite this big. Oh. We also should probably try and take care of our inventory. Wow. That was quite the upgrade in terms of stats for us as well. Now we want nameplate to be turned on. And here we have our panthers, which we can then kill as we please.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, inventory is full. So let's get rid of some of the more useless stuff, like the food. And then at some point I will have to go into the expedition camp and sell off all this junk. Right, but that is not now. Now we will focus on completing our quest here, which involves killing the raptors and the panthers. Alright, we've got 2 panthers here. Well, more than 2, but our health being this low, I don't trust this being able to handle more than 2. Even just these 2 seem to be giving us quite the problems. There we go, let's shoot a rocket in your face and then eviscerate you. Nice.
I can't carry anymore.
Yes, I know. Bad habits. Thinking that you never run out of bag space. And forgetting that I am actually leveling a character that does not have access to all of those reputation bags from the capital cities. Here we go. Another panther. We are 6 out of 10. This is our 7th, so here we go. Nice. And here we have 8. So now we're progressing quite nicely here. And this is a nice wide open plateau as well to quest on, which I do like, which means we don't have the issue that we had in Zolkunda proper. We kept pulling people a bit too willy-nilly. Okay, let's eviscerate you. So here there's no real danger of actually pulling unwanted mobs and dying due to that. Alright, that is our timer, so let's go and kill ourselves.
I'm out of range.
Let's say
I can't carry anymore.
2 more raptors. And then I will call it an episode, because why not? We can use our subtlety version of rupture there, and you died quite nicely. Raptor eggs, sorry, can't loot those. We don't have any inventory space for that. Did sell quite nicely back in the day. No idea if it sells well now, I assume not, but it was a nice item to sell on the auction house. Anyway, that is it for the episode. So in the next one we will be continuing with these quests in Stranglethorn Vale. And as always, if you liked the episode, do give me a like, do subscribe, and you have been awesome, and my name's been Sneaky Bot. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.